Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and we are here with another artful unboxing. So we're going to go through and see what's in this month's box, or this quarter's box, shall I say. There's this lovely peachy coloured apricot, I don't know, it's like coral pink maybe, box full of gouache. I already knew what this was, but I'm showing you them. Sorry if some of them are out of focus. I was just trying to show you the colours really quickly. You get a good array of colours in here, and I believe there is 10 colours. No, I can't count. 12 altogether, so that's really good. And you also get a bunch of other supplies, obviously, to go with that, and we'll see them in a second. Here we go. Here's the pad. I usually don't use the pads in these videos because I prefer to print on this paper, and then we get this little pouch that has some brushes in there. I love the artful brushes, a pencil, and of course the cards that you always get, and the book to show you everything in the box, or to show you all the artists and what you can use and how you can use the stuff in the box, I should say. So I have yet to read any of these and actually have a good look at them, or do any of the tutorials, which I'm really sad about. I do want to see if I can read about it and do more stuff that way, because I love the different ways that people use different supplies, or the same supply rather. They use it so differently in their illustrations, and it's really interesting to see. So I'm just giving you a little flip through of that. And now we're on to the swatching, and while we are swatching these, I'll have a little thing to tell you about this. This is probably going to be my last artful box, which I'm upset about because they do pretty well on my YouTube channel, but unfortunately it just isn't sustainable for me, because right now we're trying to save money, and also I just feel like I am buying supplies that I don't need, and I'm adding to my collection when I don't really want to, just for the sake of making a video. And I think that even though the supplies and the things that you get in this book and in this box are really good and great value for money, I do think that I'm wasting my money a little bit by buying these boxes. So I am gonna put them on a halt. I also don't like the fact that I don't know what's in the box until I get them, because if I was gonna get this box and I knew what was in it, then I probably would have said no, just because I have a lot of gouache supplies already and I already know the brands that I like. And one thing I will say about this brand of gouache, when I was swatching them, I was very disappointed. The colours are vibrant and they're really nice and smooth, but there is this weird bubbling thing that happens if you mix them too vigorously, and it depends on the temperature and all that. I did some research on it, but apparently cheaper gouache, and I remember this actually, sorry, I'm going off on another tangent here, but back when I first tried gouache for the very first time, I used Royal and Langnickel gouache, and they were $3.99 for like 18 colours. So they were really cheap, and they did this bubbling thing as well. So I think that actually the cheaper brands of gouache bubble, and it's not fun to work with when you're trying to get smooth washes and you're trying to achieve that look, because it's just impossible. When the gouache dries, you get all these little bubbly dried bits on it, and it's weird. You can probably see it if you look really closely in the palette where it bubbles, and then you can even see it there. I'm showing you it there in the paint itself, and it's just impossible to get rid of. You can flatten it with your brush, but it's just so hard to get rid of, and it was happening more and more the more I mixed the colours. I didn't really notice it very well on the pure tube colours, but definitely when I was mixing it with the white and then mixing colours in the future, that it was going a little bit more bubbly. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if maybe taking the paint out of the tubes and using them that way would be a good idea, to try and maybe get the air out of the tubes. I don't know, but yeah, it didn't go well. Anyway, I decided to try and do a little landscape, because as we know, I am so excited about landscapes right now. I keep doing them and I love them, and they're quite easy for me to achieve without feeling bad about myself. So when I try a new supply, I always go for landscapes. So here we are. I'm just sketching out a rough outline of where everything should go. I don't really sketch too much. Sometimes I don't sketch at all when I'm doing landscapes, but I thought that this was going to be a little bit more intricate than I'm used to, so I decided to do a little sketch, and then we're putting all the colours out on the palette. The colours are really nice. I love the colours, and in fact, when I was painting this, I didn't really notice the bubbling too much, and just the way that the paint lays down is so nice. Like, I love it. But I will say that I would prefer Hime gouache over these if you were gonna buy gouache that was a little bit less expensive. Hime gouache is actually less expensive than what I paid for this box, and you don't get the bubble in, and it's just a lot of paint. So I would recommend the Hime gouache if you want to try it out. But other than that, if you want to go pure professional and you know that you're going to love these kind of paints, then I would just go for a higher brand quality, like I was going to say Winsor & Newton, but I don't think I would recommend those, even though I've bought loads of them and keep buying them. Holbein, or I don't even know any other kinds of gouache that are good because I haven't tried many, but I love the Holbein gouache. They are fantastic. They are a little bit more expensive, but you don't need to buy a lot of tubes to get what you need. I generally only use white, burnt umber or burnt sienna, usually burnt umber, a red, a yellow and a blue to get the colours that I want, because I just think that you can mix all the colours, and if you can't mix the colour that you really, really like, if you have a colour palette down and you know what kind of colours you use, then you can buy that into your thing as well. But basically the way that I usually buy expensive art supplies is I build it up from scratch, and I'll buy maybe 1 tube a week or 1 tube a month, whatever I can afford, and build it up that way. And yes, it does take longer to build it up, and it means that you can't really sit down and use them straight away. You've got to build up your collection, but it's better than just buying a really cheap set and not knowing what you're missing out on. Because I remember back when I was a younger artist in the beginning, I would buy cheap sets of things and it didn't really go my way. I would buy really bad paper, just really cheap supplies, and it ended up me hating the medium. And then later on, when I had a little bit more money, I decided to splash out on higher quality mediums, and I ended up loving that medium rather than hating it. So I do think that higher quality supplies are important, but if you can't afford any, that's fine, it's okay. There are some good options out there for you to play around with, like I said, the Hime gouache and stuff like that. I don't know why I went on a tangent of cheap art supplies, but yeah, anyway, I love the box because it's like a little gift and it's good. But I think that if you're someone like me who knows exactly what they like, which I am so proud of myself to be able to say that, because I used to be like, no, I love this medium and this medium and this medium, and I love painting this thing and this thing and this thing and all these different things, and I never could settle on one thing. I'm so proud of myself to be able to say that I know what mediums I want to use in the future. I know what paper I like, I know what brushes I like, I know what mediums I like, and I know what subjects I like to paint now. And I'm not trying to impress anybody, I'm not trying to do something just for a video, I'm just making the art that I love. And Artful doesn't really fall into that box of things that I want to do with my art. Yes, they are fun, it's like a little Christmas in a box every quarter, and you do get a little surprise. And this has nothing to do with Artful itself. I think that the quality of the supplies in the box are really high quality for the price. They're £35 every quarter, and you get a bunch, like you get a full pad of paper, you get full art supplies, you get full tools, you always get the little cards that you can send to people, you always get a fully printed magazine which has loads of information about different artists and ways to use the mediums. So you get a lot in the box for the money. And it's not to do with the fact that they've had problems with shipping recently. They have had delays where the box was supposed to come in June, but it ended up coming in July, or the box was supposed to come in August, but it ended up coming in September or whatever. They've had issues like that, and it's not because of that either. It's just because I feel like I am not going to benefit as much from getting these boxes in my art journey than I would with my YouTube journey. And yes, YouTube to me is important, even though I haven't posted for a month, but I feel like my art and my art journey and my art progression and my direction is more important than getting new supplies to share with you on the videos. So I hope that everybody's not upset. It's not to say that I might not get a box again. I think that maybe if I keep an eye on what comes in the boxes and I am really curious, I might buy them then. But like I said, I already want to hone down on the mediums that I like to use already and just focus my skill building on those mediums and not get too many mediums that I don't want to use. So yes, but anyway, we are halfway through the painting already by the looks of it. I'm painting a little mountain road thing with a cloud across the mountain. I don't know if that came across very well. The cloud looks very sturdy. Like, it doesn't look wispy like a cloud, but I was having fun with this. I love doing the mountains. I love the fact that the mountains just come to life with the light and shadow. Values are always my favourite thing to paint because it does really make the paintings and the items pop. Like, the fact that to get a crisp edge and to make it read as a mountain, you really have to put the lights next to the darks and not blend as much, and it looks like rocks, and it's just so cool. I love it. And then obviously my favourite things to paint are roads. I don't know why I love painting roads so much, because usually they are grey and boring looking, but it's the surroundings of the road. It's the thought of where that road is going, where it's taking you, the journey. Like, I'm all about the journey, and it's funny because that's one of my catchphrases that I use in these videos. But yeah, painting roads makes me happy, and I hope that they make you happy too, because I've got a lot of that. This painting is actually available on my Etsy shop if you want to go and see it. I haven't posted the original yet, but there are prints available. I don't think originals do very well on my shop, but I have added 15 new originals and 35 new art prints to my shop recently. So if you want to go and check that out, then you can. I'm trying to really make this a business for myself, so I have a lot of things planned. I don't know where YouTube is going to go, but I do know that I'm coming up with a couple of tutorials for you, just to show you how I paint with gouache and really talk you through the steps and see if you want to paint along with me and learn. I don't know, because in the past when I've tried tutorials, it's been really hard because I just don't feel confident in myself enough to feel like I could teach anybody how to do anything. But I feel like I have gained enough skills in this medium to be able to share some of my knowledge with you to make the process of learning gouache a lot easier. So I'm excited for that. I am planning on posting a lot more TikTok videos and maybe even some shorts on here. I'm going to try and get up with the times and follow along with the crowd, even though I was completely adamant that I wasn't going to do that and that I wanted to just do what I wanted to do and not worry about the views and just do what I loved. But who knows, I might even love doing short form videos. So I'm going to be posting a lot more to Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Who knows when that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. I'm going to really be focusing on updating my shop more regularly and just having a good old time. The studio vlogs might come back eventually, not right now though, because I just know that I'm not going to like the vlogs that I put out right now where I am right now, but hopefully I'll be moving soon and that'll put a little bit of a fire in me to create some vlogs, maybe even some more personal vlogs where I'm moving into the actual place that I'm moving to and showing you the setup and all of that stuff. So yeah, if there is anything that you would like to see from me, then please do tell me in the comments below and I'll be sure to see if I can fit that into my schedule, my busy schedule, and we'll have some fun over here on the YouTube channel. I do not want to quit YouTube. I love it, but at this point it's getting a bit taxing, spending so much time and effort on these videos and getting so little in return. And I know that I always said it was not about the return, it was more about the enjoyment of it, but it is so much effort, and if you're spending so much effort on something and not getting a return, especially when you're like me and saving for a house and wanting to contribute to the family and earn a living from your art, it's really hard to find the motivation to keep going with the videos. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I definitely do want to continue my journey with YouTube, but it might look a little bit different, and that's fine. So yeah, I tried to speed this up and slow it down as much as possible. It's just a top down view. There's nothing special here, but we're just all concentrating on the art and how good it is. I really find the sides of roads hard to do, like the depth and the dimension. I find that hard to portray. It looks like a mess right now. I don't know if I fix that. I think I do go in and like add little bushes here and there, but that's supposed to be a high like sepia coloured rock on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side it's like a bumpy sort of grassy or dead grassland. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to do it, but obviously doing it will help me to figure that out. But yeah, I love the way that I put down a dark colour, a medium colour, and then a light colour, and then I end up blending it out with a clean damp brush. That's my favourite technique to use with traditional gouache. I love doing it so much. It's so cool. I do think that I overblend a lot though, so we're going to try and work on that. But yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. I hope that you are too. We've still got a little bit more of this video to go, and I am struggling with what I want to say. I am not used to these types of talking videos anymore. I haven't done them in a while, but I am excited to just focus more on the art rather than what's going on in my personal life. I mean, my personal life is not exciting, but even if it was, I just feel like I don't want to share it right now, just because I want to keep things to myself and my family, and I would rather talk about art more and show you me doing art more rather than talking about what I attempt or what I'm going to do in art, and just show you it. Oh, this is one of my favourite bits. I tried to slow it down and show you as much as possible, but my head kept getting in the way because I was so focused on trying to get it straight. It's little posts, they're white, and then they have this little red band around them. It's obviously lights to light up the sides of the road when you're in the dark, because there's no street lights on this road. But I just thought it was so exciting and fun to put on because of the perspective. Obviously they're a lot bigger and taller and fatter the closer you are to the camera, but as I go away they get like smaller and smaller, and I just thought it was so fun to put those in and to add that extra little detail in the painting. If you want to see the reference photo that I used, I'll link that in the description below if I remember. If I haven't and you do want to see it, remind me, send me a little comment and I will definitely put that in there, but I'll try and remember so that you can see it and paint it for yourself if you want. It's from Unsplash, so yeah, it's totally royalty free. I can sell prints of it if I want. Another favourite thing of these these paintings that I love to do is the lines on the road as well, and the distressed look of the road lines. I don't know if I did distressed here. It's funny as well because some of them are white and some of them are yellow. But yeah, it's just a perspective thing, like how they just get small in the distance, and then, oh yeah, I give them a little rub to make it look like the cars have really dirtied it. Sorry, I just had to pause it for a bit because I had a coughing fit. This is why you shouldn't do a full 20-minute video in one sitting. But yeah, I was saying that, I don't know what I was saying actually. Distorted it, whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, here we are with the tape peel. I love this. It's so good. Look how crisp those edges are. So exciting. This washi tape is really good for this as well. It comes off really nicely without ripping up the paper, which I love. And we're going to do that so that you can see the finished look. I just love the white borders around it. I don't know. There's something about art that has the full like page covered, but also there's just something about it looking like it's been framed without a frame that I love too. Here I am going to sign it with my Stabilo pens that my brother got me for my Christmas. This is the only thing that I use them for, is signing things. But yeah, it's awesome. I don't bullet journal anymore, so that's the signed artwork. Tell me if you have tried the gouache paints from the Artful box below and tell me what you think about them. If you agree with me, are they rubbish or are they okay? I mean, this painting looks good. It doesn't look bad. I think that I did a good job and the paint came out good, so I'm not complaining too much, but it is lower quality and you can tell. Anyway, I think that is about it for this video, and at the end I'll show you this little end screen here so that you can go and watch another video if you like, or subscribe to my channel. Here we go, watch more, or you can go to the shop. Apparently you can't subscribe, but you can down below the video if you want. Anyway, thanks for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!